Welcome to Beers Blend. My name is Ronald and well, I want to welcome you to my first ever whiskey review in the English language. And today we have, well, quite a popular single malt whiskey. It's not that old, it's not that young, it's a 12-year-old Balvenie or Balvenie or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's from the Speyside region, from Scotland. And well, first let's talk a little bit about this whiskey, about the distillery Balvenie. Well, yeah, this whiskey is matured in 2 casks, therefore the name Doublewood. It's first matured in ex-bourbon casks, and well, then it's matured in sherry casks. So yeah, well, we have a lot of writing on the tube. Blah 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 blah, master distillers. Quite a fun fact actually. Balvenie uses water from a spring, don't know what it's called, but to preserve the quality of that spring, they bought the entire 1,200 acres of land around the distillery. Okay. Yeah, it's family owned. It's family owned. So yeah, it's also handmade. Well, it says on the tube, where was it? It's from Dufftown, Bedfordshire, Scotland, so yeah. 40% ABV. Yeah. They also produce their own maltings, and that's not really a thing you see anymore these days. Springbank does it also, so yeah. You pay a little bit more for the handmade whiskies, so keep that in mind. This whiskey is around 35, 40 euros, maybe 45 if you're in bad luck. Around 40, 45-ish dollars, I would say, and 30 to 35 pounds, I guess. Okay, let's see what's on the tube. Doublewood. The traditional crafts of malt whiskey making still flourish at the Balvenie Distillery. Blah 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 marketing. The Balvenie Distillery has been owned and managed by the same independent family company for 5 generations. Okay. Nowhere else you will find a distillery that still grows its own barley. Yeah, well, you will. It's nothing. It's kind of special, but Balvenie is not the only one. Still malts in its own traditional floor maltings and still employs a team of coopers to tend all the casks and a coppersmith to maintain the stills. Okay. The 5th rare craft is that of malt master David Stewart. Over 50 years of experience enables him to skillfully use different type of casks and different age of spirits to craft the Balvenie range of single malts. Each expression has a different taste, but all share a rich, honeyed character. Yes, of course. The Balvenie Doublewood acquires its complex yet rich and smooth taste from its maturation in 2 different type of oak casks. Okay, well, we have a signature of the malt master. Quite an interesting and elegant tube this is. It's yeah, wrapped with paper, but it has like this texture on it. It's not plain, and the font on the tube is really nice, and yeah, the name Balvenie and Doublewood and the 12 are printed on it, so you have a little bit of character and depth if you stroke across it. What is this? Our traditional floor maltings. Today's maltings were, that's a really small font. Today's maltings were built in 1920s. Our maltmen turned the barley up to 4 times a day, 7 days a week. Okay, they couldn't put anything bigger. They have this whole entire side and they put that little tiny bit of text on there. Sure. Okay, estimated 1892, so the end of the 19th century. Jesus. Okay, yeah, it's a metal, aluminium top. I like that. Plastic bottom though, don't really like that. But yeah, good tube. It's colored, it's chill filtered. What do you expect? It's not. It's a heavily produced, mass-produced whiskey. Yeah. Okay, well, let's take a look at the bottle. A nice bottle, nice color to the whiskey though. It is colored, it is chill filtered, I know, but yeah, not bad to look at. And the tube and the bottle go nice together, the label and yeah. We also have a lot of writing on the bottle, but yeah, it's the same on the not the cask, the tube. Many years of maturation exclusively in traditional whiskey oak casks mellows the maturing spirit and imparts gently warming layers of vanilla spices. So that's why I'm saying it's American, because of the vanilla. If it had matured in European oak, which it has with sherry, but then you would not get the vanilla, you will get like this fruitiness. And well, you have that because of the sherry cask. It would be stupid to, yeah, mature it in two types of sherry casks. You have whiskies who are, but yeah, not for this whiskey. Further maturation in European oak sherry casks increases complexity, brings fruity, honeyed depths to the resulting single malt. Okay, nice. I think it's Oloroso. I don't think it's Perro Jimenez, because those casks are often a little bit more expensive. So maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know. Let's open this bottle. I haven't tried it yet. I just got this bottle from my local liquor store, and I am very curious to see how it tastes. We have this, what is it? Paper around it. Yeah, okay, this all has to go. Okay. Be gone, okay. Wooden stopper. It's kinda, yeah, caramel color, so kind of unnatural really for a whiskey, but that may be because of the big label. Yeah. Quite a fancy bottle though, I like it. Okay, let's well, pour ourselves a drink and let's see how it smells and tastes. I'm expecting honey, vanilla, orange, yeah, just a basic Balvenie Distillery character and fruitiness from the sherry, and yeah, vanilla and caramel for the American oak. So let's pop this baby open. Oh, I like the sound of that one. Oh, honey and oranges on the cork. I like it. I like it. Really, really good smelling cork. Okay, how does the bottle smell? Oh, oranges, vanilla, and honey. This is a really, really good nose. Good pouring sound. Also important of a whiskey, of course. Okay, let's pop you back on the bottle. Good fitting cork, really important in my opinion. I have this Macallan Sienna, and that cork is really loose, and yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, the color in the glass, yeah, nothing wrong with it. Yeah. On the nose, yeah, orange peel. It's not that sour orange or very sweet orange. It has sweetness, but it also has yeah, that kind of depth you would expect from a whiskey. I really like it. You have a little bit of honey in the back. I'm not really sensing the vanilla though. Yeah, maybe more back a little, but the orange and the orange peel is dominant in this one. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I would expect from, if somebody tells me, well, this smells like oranges, to be a little bit more sour. This isn't. This is really good. I think if you give it some air and maybe, yeah, take a quarter out of the bottle already, then the smell would be more mellow, I would say. Whiskey has good legs. Yeah, nothing wrong with it so far. Mmm. 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 Oh, honey in the back. When you swallow it, really good. And there's the vanilla. Vanilla is in the aftertaste. I like it. I really like it. Yeah. vanilla, honey aftertaste. When you get it in your mouth, it's being dominated by the orange and the orange peel. But after a while, there's a little spiciness. 40% ABV, I would say maybe 42, 43% would have been better. It's not bad. Oh no, it's really good, but maybe a bit more intensity would have been good. It is intense, it is spicy, it has spiciness, it has a lot of character, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I would. There's still an aftertaste of the vanilla. Very good. It's a really good and nice sipping whiskey. It's a dangerous one because of the spiciness, and yeah, it's a dangerous one. And it's not that expensive, so that's good. If it were at 43, 42, maybe 45%, it would have been a hell lot more expensive. I would say around 45 euros. So, yeah. It has a little bit, yeah, time to breathe in my glass at the moment, and the orange has already calmed down a little bit. The orange is for sure dominant in this whiskey, but it's really nice. It's not this, it's not the orange that I'm used to. This is really nice, really mellow, really gentle. It's nice. I'm not that a particular fan of oranges or orange juice. I like orange juice, but it always comes to me a little sour. This isn't. This is really good. I like this very much. And for the price, it's an awesome whiskey. It has a lot of taste, a lot of character, a lot of complexity, but it's not very demanding. There's the spiciness. Yeah, it has good spiciness. Yeah, I would say 40% is good. I would like to taste a 43% one. Yeah, for sure. But for a 40% ABV whiskey, it has a lot of intensity, and I like that very much. This is a really, really good beginner whiskey. If you're not really that confident with whiskey or single malt whiskey, and you have tried some blends, maybe you haven't tried whiskey at all, I would say this is a really good one. You have to get a little bit used to the sweetness of this whiskey, but in the second sip, you have a lot more intensity and a lot, yeah, less demanding sweetness. It is a really, really good whiskey for the price and just the appearance of it. It looks way more expensive than it actually is. I would say if somebody put this in front of me, it's like a $50 whiskey or €50 whiskey or pounds, whatever. How I review my whiskey and give my whiskey a figure, a mark if you want to say it. I look at the entire picture, the presence of the bottle, of the packaging, the presence of the smell on the cork, the smell of the bottle, the smell of the whiskey, the color, like everything needs to be perfect to like be a 10 for me. And I would say this one, it's a solid 8.5, an 8.5. I don't really like the writing on the cork, so yeah, that's a little bit of a disappointing thing for me. I like the packaging though. Really good that this is like, what is it, aluminium or metal, not plastic. I hate plastic. The label, really good. The color, a little bit strange for me. This looks a little bit brown, but that also can be because of the lighting. I don't know. Bottle shape, awesome bottle shape. The color of the whiskey in the glass is good. The nose is good. Taste, awesome. Honey. Honey, I'm getting a lot of honey now. I like this very much. This is a whiskey you enjoy maybe in the afternoon. Yeah, maybe at a summer evening, or just an evening in general, really. It's warming, it has a warm after feel. Not really this warm feeling of when it's going down, but just a little bit in the back of your palate. Yeah, I like it very much. Mm. 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 The body of the whiskey, it's not that, yeah, I would say oily. It is quite intense for a 40% whiskey though. I have multiple 43, 45% whiskeys in my collection, and I must say, if this is like tasted blindly by me, I would say this is 43 at least, really good. So that's always a good thing. People say you need at least 43, 45% alcohol to give a whiskey a full taste, a good complexity, and that's not the case in this one. 40%, perfect. I would even go as far to say that, well, when I said 43 would have been better, I was wrong. 40, perfect. I think that was just because I opened the bottle just now. I most often review my whiskies when I have already a little bit of experience with the bottle, but I just couldn't wait. I had to try it, and well, the lighting was good in my room, so I had this thought, let's just do it all in one. My first impression, it's a good one. Definite buy. If you see this at a good price, get it. You won't be disappointed. Yeah, next up, what whiskey are we going to review? I don't know yet. I am thinking of maybe a Bowmore, maybe a Lagavulin, maybe Macallan. I don't know. You leave it down below in the comments. Well, I hope you liked my first whiskey review. As you may have noticed, English is not my native language. I am Dutch, and yeah, I hope you guys don't mind my accent too much. I really haven't done any videos in English before, so this is my first one. And well, I must say I had a really good whiskey accompanying me in this video. Yeah, if you're a malt lover, get it. If you want to start drinking single malt whiskeys, get it. It's a really good beginner whiskey, but it's also a really, really good whiskey for the more experienced drinker. It has a lot of complexity, a lot of depth. I love it very much. It gets 8.5 from me. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like this video. If you do, please leave it a thumbs up. And well, I hope I see you soon with another whiskey review. Later.